Okay, I'm back to do my daily tarot reading. I'm gonna use my Deviant Moon. Now, there are borders on this deck. Um, I'm not a big fan of borders, and I've really debated about this deck over and over and over on the borders. Um, but I don't know exactly how well it's going to turn out on the backside of the cards and make things turn out. So I haven't chopped them yet. I like the deck pretty well. They're a little bit, I think, a little longer than I would like. But I think if I cut them down, they may end up being a little bit too narrow. So I don't know. It's just been a debate, so I haven't messed with them or touched them. Anyway, um, this deck has been really, really accurate for me. It's been a good deal. Um, Actually, I'd done my yearly reading with it last year, and it came out really good. So, or really accurate, should I say? Um, so that was a really good deal, which is basically I do a circle of 12 cards. A lot of times I'll do a circle of 12 cards, and then one central card is basically the central theme or feel of all of it of how the year will go. But either way, what I have for today, number wise, first of all, I've got everything before I go into the numbers here reversed. Delays, issues, problems, or not really problems, but there's definitely always delays when I get a lot of reversals here. I got a number 9, and I got an ace. So there's 10 and a 3 and a 13. So that's going to come down to a number 4. And the number 4 is all about structure and, you know, um, a lot of trying to get things done, organization, and getting things in order. It deals with that Emperor card, and it seems to be. It's always about working on something, trying to lay foundations for something. When that 4 comes up, usually it makes a long day when that comes up, but it's always a time to where you need to be kind of conservative, um, orderly, and systematic when that comes up. When that 4 is showing up for me, there can be, around your house, especially around your house because it deals with property and real estate matters, but maybe having to take care of things going on around the house. Maybe I get a lot of structural repairs or maybe fixing little things like that could come up depending on how the cards are. If the cards are showing positive energies or negative energies, but this is all about a lot of self-discipline when it comes to that, and having to work hard to get things done. Um, so it's not really a time to make major changes, especially work-wise or career or anything. So today wouldn't be a great day to go out and try to get a job or anything like that if you have the number 9 that comes up. Now, the first thing I have where major arcana card is the Hermit, and these reversed. This Hermit on this deck kind of gets me because it's just a little different. But he comes up reversed, and a lot of times reversed, I'll get one not taking good advice, but it, that's just because there's been too many readings that I have done that has struck me really strong of somebody that is not taking advice of somebody who does have wisdom about a situation, who basically they're enlightened about something and they're trying to give advice, and somebody's not taking that. So, like I said, it's either me or somebody around me. That's the difference between the Lenormand cards and the tarot cards when I do the daily readings. The tarot seems to always be myself or others around me that I come in contact with for the day, whereas the Lenormand is direct, using the significator for those who do watch those my Lenormand videos, and it deals directly with me myself. So, and this could work the same way. All you have to do is structure your question right, because your question is extremely important. But also there could be also maybe a feeling that you're isolated. But a lot of times when I get this out, it's basically you get so caught up kind of doing your own thing, or whatever, and they basically think someone who thinks that their way is the only way or whatever, and they kind of reject advice coming from other people, especially people who have basically been there and done that. kind of cutting people out of their life. And then also ends up turning out somebody that feels kind of lonely and maybe they feel rejected or so forth because they have cut the people out of their life. So that's something that can create an issue there. And the next card I have in the central card for the day is Ace of Swords, and it is reversed. And Ace of Swords reversed, it's an air card. Air is about thinking, things that go on your mind. It's also about talking and communications. But with this Ace of Swords, it's always a start. It's the eights. It's the beginning. And a lot of times when this comes up, I get off to a bad start, which my day actually did start off kind of bad, um, or unexpected, whatever. I had to oversleep and had a few little issues there that went, but it's not bad, and nothing turned out bad. Um, but a lot of times you get somebody who seems to be mouthy, I think, with this, and kind of throw themselves around. They make threats or try to use too much force when this comes up. Um, Bad timing is a big thing with this card. Just as saying that somebody makes some kind of decision at the wrong time. Makes a bad choice, wrong place, wrong time type of deal going on there. But again, I definitely need to watch. If you're fighting or arguing with somebody, also kind of like a I kind of get a five of swords feel with this. Is basically a hollow victory because uh, one, it's something that's immature. It's not really mature at all in its nature because it's the number one. So if you have an argument and so forth and you win the argument, it still doesn't win any. I mean, nothing good comes out of that situation. And like I said, I think a lot of it just has to do with bad timing. Um, I get that a lot with this card. But again, if you find yourself trying to be too forceful to um, get something across or so forth, that's something you need to watch because that's definitely going to cause an issue. Don't be burning bridges with connections and so forth, especially something that really hasn't even taken a chance to be started with. And I get a feel with this of who this could be. Um, Not myself. I mean, it could be, but it's just because there's somebody that I connect this with that would be doing something like this. So this is very, you know, a situation, but it's somebody I think that's kind of bullies people. Um, you know, and it could be, victims come up with this. Oh, poor me, all that bunch of crap. You started some kind of problem and this and that, and then you want to sit and whine and cry, poor me. But again, that's that central card and going to be a central issue for the day. Now, the final card I have for the day here, and this could all again be dealing with somebody's home. Oh, poor me, blah blah blah. I went and spent all this money and I can't pay my bills, or just anything in that type of nature, and then they want to turn around and cry and play the victim when it's something that they made a bad choice or decision because it is air, and then cry about it. You know, happens. So either way, Three of Wands is the next card here, and that moon's standing out for me. And I don't know that Ray is coming out, so the Three of Wands about when it comes up reversed with me is about doing bad work. Not using skills or anything, something that you went for, you thought you had right in your hand, and it kind of slips away and gets away from you. And maybe the moon it could be a connection with a mother, but in this whole entire situation, but it could well be um, maybe kind of like the moon card where things are kind of deceptive. So they kind of slip away from you when this happens up. It's again a lack of cooperation because the three is normally about three people that work together. Same thing with any readings. If you're ever doing a reading or anything comes up in the number three is always a definite message. Something I learned a long time ago. Studying some shamanism and stuff like that. Anything that comes up in three, such as their power animal, you have to see it three times for it to be your power animal or so forth. But the three is that creative force and energy. So anything that comes up, so it's as if you do a spread and a certain number comes up 3 times. It's extremely significant and is definitely going to come about and come to pass. The three is always, mother, father, child. The Trinity. You know, whatever. But that's the reasoning behind that number three is when there's repetitive 3 times, it always comes to uh, reality. 3 times 3 is the nine, and the nine is to the point of something coming to a completion or finally coming to an end. Either way, that's how that works. Anything that you see in threes will always come out and manifest. Yeah, even though, well, yes, we have a free will, blah, 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 and so forth, but that three is more of a divine number that when you see it, boom, it happens. Um, but again, if somebody's trying to be too confident or overconfident, well, they're basically the moon I was seeing here, delusional because things aren't going to work out the way they had hoped and the way they had planned. Any goals or anything that you're trying to pursue or go after, it's hard to reach, trying to get there because things seem to be blocked. And you can also be somebody who's too timid to get out and make a move. Could be that type of situation. But a lot of times with me, because of that fire energy, I find that somebody who maybe they're too confident, they're cocky. Um, and the fact is, with that reversal, even though they're cocky and so forth, what it tells me that they don't do a good job in the first place. They have this thought that they're all that, and they're really not. So, but anyway, there's just information doesn't seem to be well with this. Especially like I said, people that get on their pedestal and they're this and they're that and whatever. Um, but you're not able to put your money where your mouth is. So that's going to be my reading for the tarot today. I'm going to get done with this, and the baby's crying. Of course, I think Michelle's in there with him. So either way, that's going to be my reading for today. For those who do watch the videos, if you want, I'd really appreciate coming in. Join me on Facebook at Hermit's Vision. You can also get updates if you're a big Twitter person, which I'm really not. I just have my posts from my Facebook page, from the Hermit's Vision page, that do go up on Twitter. Great, especially for mobile and stuff like that. And that would be at D Scott SCOTT Dodson DODSON for Twitter. And that'll be it for the day. Everybody have a great day.